Psychological impact of MND.
Both the person affected by motor neuron disease and those around them will need support to manage the emotional impact of the condition. They should be offered information about appropriate sources of emotional and psychological support.
Since diagnosis, the emotions I've experienced are fear, sadness, grief at the loss of my old life, emotional lability, and in later years, happiness, hope and optimism.
When I was first diagnosed with MND, I think I was very upset. I was also really, really frightened because what's going to happen is that I'm going to be, trapped in my body.
I feel, because of emotionally and because it's very difficult to watch Jan going through all these processes.
He does get very frustrated, and I don't know what to do for him,
Having to rely on someone else to do things, and her having to do things for me on top of her own work, I think that took some adjusting, and I can't do anything about it, and that is even more frustrating.
Since I was diagnosed MND, I did not talk for 3 days and 3 nights. I told my family, don't mention to anyone unless I do it. When I'm ready, I come out and tell them what I have. After 3 days, I accepted that I have many MND. It's not no one's fault.
I think as a family it's affected me so much, but I've got to be strong. Because if I won't be strong, he won't be.
Don't worry, be happy.
Volunteer MND Association visitors, the association's online care forum, helpline and local branches and groups can provide support to those diagnosed, as well as their carers, family and friends.
Very quickly after moving here, we were contacted by an association visitor, weren't we? And she introduced us to the local support group and the branch in general, and she was superb.
We were quite reticent about joining support meetings in the early stages because we didn't want to meet lots of ill people. But the more and more we got into it, the more and more we appreciated these things. And I would advise anyone to get involved, give it a chance.
As MND progresses, people can feel increasingly isolated as their social networks shrink. It is important that they are able to maximise their quality of life and be treated with dignity and respect, and where possible, to be able to make their own choices.
I would say David's dignity is the most important for him, which I can understand.
I've fully enjoyed my life, and I continue to seek to do things that are within the ability of my illness. But of course this becomes frustrating, because the worse you get, the more unable you're to do it.
It is also important to recognise that MND can be emotionally challenging for professionals due to the nature of MND, its fast progression, and because there is no cure. Self-care and development of resilience are crucial, while multidisciplinary team working can provide much needed support and opportunities for reflection.